Morning all, beautiful day. Today we're raking up some hay, square baling some hay, square baling some barley straw, and then I get to put my new toy on, the John Deere. It's the new loader and the bale spike, which I've not actually put on yet. So I'm going to see how that goes and haul some straw back to the sheds. Happy days. Oh yeah, there's one thing I forgot to tell you all about the tedder. We had a bit of a win with the tedder when it broke. I took it to Richard's and Andy, his main man, said, "How old is this thing? It doesn't look very old." And I said, "Oh, I bought it a year ago, roughly." He said, "Is it still under warranty?" So I don't know, I'll find out. So I phoned Chandler's where I got it from. Had 1 day warranty left. 1 day. So I took it straight there. Nice little fix, free of charge. We've got a new tenant coming to one of our containers today, so I'm just unlocking it for him and leaving the keys in a padlock and a contract inside. Bit of diversification this was. So these cattle have been out 2.5 days and this one's already got a fly problem in his eye. Come on mate. It's all streaming and swelled up. They were fly poured front and back, double dosed, so I put one on the shoulders there and one on the ass. And we've already still got, oh, he's getting a bit of a misty eye as well. Come on. Just about see it on this eye. Bit of grey clouding. Anyway, we'll get them in tomorrow. They're only 2 fields away from the farm, so we'll get them in. Treat all their eyes and maybe fly tag them as well if I've got some in stock. I don't want to put garlic licks out here because we've got badger sets sort of a bit further down the field on the bank. And I don't really want to be trying to encourage TB. Dyson's found a bone and now he's parading it round like it's his new toy. What is that? What is that, dog? Alright, well, you eat that. Here we go, now the game commences. One of the terriers has noticed that there is food in that dog's mouth. Now the other terrier's noticed. Oh, now Bob's noticed. Oi, oi! It's his, he found it. No. And they're off again. So I'm just raking up. I've done 4 fields. 1, 2, 3, 6 to go. This field is one of the hardest fields I've ever raked. But we're getting there. So I've just had to stop for 5 minutes because I came down, I was coming down here and I noticed I had a wheel led out there. And I knew which one it would be. We put this new tyre on the other day when we went to change the puncture. This nut wouldn't come off. It wasn't a video. So we took the whole unit off and we took it to Mansell's and Andy had a go at it. And basically we ended up spacing out this with a load of washers because we can't do that nut up very tight. So I've done it up as tight as I can do it now so I didn't have a spare nut. So what I ended up doing was taking, well initially what I did is took this bolt off and nicked that nut because it's the same size. And then I found that I couldn't actually get this off because it was just dangling there, and I got the nut and bolt out and then I realised I was an idiot, so I had to take the end one off. The theory of taking the inside one off was it doesn't probably doesn't do a lot because the end, well you can see by the wear, the ends do a lot and the middle ones don't do much. But anyway, we corrected it. I took the end off, did that one up, and now we've got the wheel back on, and hopefully it stays on for another hour or 2 and I can finish it. Otherwise I'm going to be robbing nuts and bolts left, right and centre. To be fair, I did think something like this would happen, so luckily I put some tools in the cab, but what I didn't do, stupidly, was put any spare nuts. So that's why I had to rob one. Any raking perfectionists won't like how I'm doing this field. I've not done the headland, I've just decided to do it last, so then I don't have to use the box. So I don't have to like worry about putting one arm up and one arm down so I don't catch the grass on the headland. I'm just moving them both up and down at the same time, putting them in whenever I sort of think it's about right, and then I'll mop the headland up afterwards. Mark's caught me up. So I'll just give you a quick look at what the rake's doing in a minute. So all this does is drag the prop, come either side. I've only missed into a row in the middle. Run it around 450 to 480 RPM, and that's just enough. Thicker crops might have to run it a little bit faster, but it's thicker crop, push on. It's simple but effective. Here he comes. Final 5 rows. Absolutely loving life. Living the dream. Anyway, that's what it looks like in a bale. It's a bit shabby on the edges, but it's some nice stuff. It's not too green. It's got some green in it, but it's all dry. Strings are tight. Job's a good one. Last bit. Oh, he's worked that perfect. Drop the pressure and out it will come. You'll see those rams go up in a minute. That was a string burst. Here it comes. Out she comes. Pick that string up so we don't need it behind. And that's the next bale ready to come out. It will be half hay and then you can go just over there where that dust is, half barley. This is the first time I've ever put this on. We're just about lining up ish. Got Eli there checking the front. We are sliding in. So we got the loader on. She's a beast. Look at her. So we were going to come and pick the hay up, but we borrowed a couple of trailers because we're not going to get them our Arctics in the hay fields, and the barley field was actually closer, so we literally just nipped straight over the hill. We'll load up 2 load of barley, take that home, and then tomorrow we'll go on, do the hay in our own time. There's Mark, loving life. Well, it's certainly interesting. I must say, I do like my JCB when loading trailers. However, it's a cost of running 2 tractors and a JCB up to the same field isn't really efficient. So this is more efficient, it just takes a little bit longer to load. Right, once I load this, Eli will strap up. That's it. First load of Sqaure 2022 on its way home. Ignore the stacking. It looks bad on camera. In real life, it's all right. Isn't it, Eli? That's fine. She got plenty of straps on. She'll be fine. It's taken some getting used to, the old front loader. I'm very glad I've got the JCB at home to unload it all with, because I won't want to load a shed with this thing. At some point this year I probably will have to unload or load a shed, but as far as I can keep it, I shall stick with the JCB for the shed work. First 2 loads home. I'll unload them in the morning. Could have probably got a 3rd bale on top of them. Oh, I got a bit of a tree. Bit more weight there. Perfect load on Eli, obviously. So this is the fire. It's reignited itself, and by the looks of it, it's heading this way a bit, but hopefully it just funnels up the valley. If it crosses this track, it'll come onto this grass. Got a wheat field there, a wheat field there, and the cows are just the other side. So I'm going to chat to the land warden and make sure he rings me if it crosses this blooming track so we can evacuate the cow. That is bad. Flames and all, Eli. That's not good.